Good evening, and it is October 28th, 2022. This is part 5 of the never-ending saga of the incredible shrinking man here, and if memory serves me, I said after part 4 that I wasn't going to do this again. I thought all topics had been discussed in all chapter and verse of this whole experience. I don't know, 12 times four. I think each video was like about 11 or 12 minutes times 4. So when I'm done with this, it'll be like an hour of just basically of nothing. But I thought that I should do a part 5 because I lost another 8 pounds in 28 days. So I thought that was notable and is the reason why I'm doing a part 5. And I think I'll keep doing more parts if there's a reason to do another part. But if it's just like a pound or two here or there, and I think that'll start next month because the last week it kind of got stagnant as far as the weight loss went. I still lost, but not as much as I was. So we'll see. But I said that last month, so it's got to stop sooner or later, or it'll be awful. It would be terrible. As if this is just like one of the side effects of COVID, and I think I'm doing all these like terrific things with my diet and everything. It's just like the whatever's in that drug is starting to kick in. Because my sister's losing weight too, and I hope this isn't one of those things, and I don't think so. But we'll keep this positive. I don't want this to be. I do this 4 or 5 months from now, and I'm down to like 90 pounds, and I'm like crying and weeping because I thought I was doing all these terrific things as far as eating healthy and all that. It just was a COVID side effect. So at least this video is a hell of a lot different than the other 4. I haven't discussed anything about my diet and whatever, which basically has been the basically the same the 4 months previous, the 4 other videos. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So. I think like after you stick with what you're doing for a week or two, that just becomes your new normal. So I don't know, just like I said in the other ones, here we go now. This might end after 5 minutes. I don't know, or up to 3 minutes. I've already said like yeah, I've already talked about it all anyway. But I think you just it's all trial and error, I would say, and I think like some of the things that I was able to give up, that if another person gave them up, maybe it wouldn't even have that much of an effect, whether it was soda or ice cream every night and M&Ms and all that. Maybe other people would watch this and say, "Oh, I'll do the same thing," and it would just be stagnant. I don't think so. I would think that I think the bottom line basically is just staying within that. With that calorie thresholds. For me, it's about anything over 1600 I won't lose. So I figured that out if I stay between that 12 and 1600 calorie limit, and then that seems to do the trick for me. So, and I don't really think it matters so much now if I was eating 1600 calories a day of ice cream, would I still be losing weight? Maybe not, because I think the fat and the fat content would slow that progress down. So but that would be fun. That would be an interesting um, experiment. Maybe I'll do that next month. Just eat 1600 calories of ice cream every day, and see my face. It's like one big bulb, just expanding, incredibly expand. That'll be part 6, the incredible expanding man on 1600 calories a day. I don't think I'm going to test that. One thing I would say that I haven't touched on in the other videos is my energy level is so much higher than even when I was eating 2-3 times the amount of calories each day. So you wonder, how is that possible that you can be eating less calories and still have a lot more energy. And I just think that's a lot. The factor there would be just all the exercising that I'm doing in addition to the diet, and plus staying with that 50-30-20 pyramid, or whatever you want to call it. The MyFitnessPal plug. I get an endorsement. I use that every day, and I log everything, and I try to stay within that 50-30-20 carbs, fats, and protein. So yeah, 50-30-20 percentage, and I try to stay within that frame if I can. And that seems to, and if you do, and I don't think at the end of the day you're not as hungry than if you did go and just eat ice cream every day. And I wouldn't recommend that to anybody, although it does sound good. Yeah, so that's that. So it was 8 pounds this month that I lost. Last month, I think it was about 7. And then the month before, I don't know, 5 or 6 or whatever. And the very first month, I lost about 20 pounds. So I think the more that you have to lose, the faster that weight is going to come off. And then, I think the key from this point on for me will be not to get too frustrated if I put on a pound or 2 each week. But I think what happened previously when I did something similar about 8 years ago, I got so frustrated that I did put on 10 pounds in a month that I just forgot the whole thing entirely. So at my advancing age, and I think that I can't do that again. I really have to limit the sugar intake, and just kind of stick with what I'm doing. But by the same token, don't get obsessive over it either. If in fact I put on 5 pounds this weekend, not to just like throw in the towel. I don't even like the fact that I think about it like every week, weighing myself. Got to do it once a week on Fridays. So this is kind of its own obsession, right? But I don't know. I mean, it does seem to be like a motivational thing. Like I said, I had no intention of making another one of these, but and after 7.5 minutes, I can see, well, it's just like, God, I just feel like I'm just repeating everything over and over. But I would imagine that people that have watched the first 4 parts, if they don't see a part 5, they'll be like, oh, must have just become a fat cow again. I don't know, but no, I'm going to stick with it, and even if I don't lose another calorie, if I can stay within that frame that I've spoken about before, 1,600 is a max for me, 1,600 calories. I think, and you don't want to go too much lower than that either. 1,200, they say, if you go below that, that's not healthy. So, and then just keep working out, and just don't use age as an excuse to say, oh, I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want now. You never know what the future holds, and I do think that being as healthy as you can be will help you in the long run. Just handle all the friggin' stresses that you can't even see. Whether it's at work or personal life or whatever. It's just a good way to be, and just stay focused on that. And then before you know it, you could be doing these too every month, make a video. And again, the whole objective here is just a timeline of my life and times. So that's all what this is all about, and as long as YouTube exists, or I just don't decide to just delete everything, which that could happen too. Who knows? I don't know. I think this year, I think I started 2013, so we got like about 10 years of material here. So yeah, that's what it is. I think it'll be about 10 years in March or April. I think I have to go through the timeline. So there's been points where I was very heavy, and then I lost weight, and then I put the weight back on again, and I hope that roller coaster ends now. As a famous famous poet and poet laureate said, "Time will tell." Inside joke. All right, I'm done. Adios, and 10 minutes right on the dot. Let's see if we can do this. Good night.